Guys, if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Olori Lara. I live here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I talk about love, faith, business, and everything relating to women. If this is actually your first time of seeing me here, kindly encourage this channel by subscribing, giving a thumbs up, liking, and sharing of this video. Thank you and God bless you. Today I'll be talking about starting a business, the things that you have to know when you are starting a business. Many a times some people start business based on what they see others doing. At times they see people selling one particular thing, a product or whatsoever, and they see that business moving. That's what they see that prompts them starting a business. At times you see some people in business, you see them having a lot of money, you see them building houses, you see them buying cars and buying a lot of luxury things. This what used to prompt some people going into that kind of business that person is doing. But the thing is that if you are starting a business, you have to have passion. It must be something that comes from your mind, from your heart, that you really have passion for, not just what others are doing. Others might be doing something, they might be making money from it. It's something that you can start and it will not go well the way it has been going well with others. So if you want to really start a business, you have to start because you have passion for that particular thing. If you want to go for a trade, you have to have passion for that particular trade, not because others are doing it, not because others are making money from it. It must be something that you have genuine interest in doing. And even at that, there are some things that we have to put into consideration when we are starting a business. And number one of them is that you have to have money when you are starting a business. You have to have money. You have to have money. If you don't have money, you don't go into a business. Because number one, it takes time for business to mature. It takes time, for business to generate profit. I take myself as an example. There was actually a time that I was into business. And when I started the business newly, I can tell you for sure that for good 6 months, there was no sales. It's not as if we're not selling, but the sales was just moving slowly like a snail. The money was not really coming in, even though the shop was a bit big and goods as in items were filled up in the shop. But because we are not well known, so we're not making enough profit. Thank God I was also working. I was paying the salesperson from my salary every month for like 6 months before the business later paid. So that is one thing about business. It's something that you should have money before you start. Otherwise, before you know it, the business will collapse. The business will just go down. The business might even crumble and things like that. So if you want to start a business, you have to have money. If you don't have money, it's either you go for a job, look for a job and save money. Pending the time, you have enough money to go into that business. If you don't have enough money, you might even make loss at the end of the day. Another thing that we have to put into consideration that you don't start a business without knowing the industry very well. You have to take time knowing the business that you want to do. You have to know the industry. You have to know where to source your materials from, your goods. You have to know who your vendors are. You have to know your target audience, as in the people that will be buying your items, your products. You can't just pick one particular product to sell and you don't go to the end users where they'll be able to see your items, where they'll be able to buy. You have to look at the environment. You have to consider the people that you want to sell to before you know the particular business that you want to venture into. How will someone go very close to probably a secondary school and you now display like clothes, like Ankara, like fashion bags and the rest of them? No. If you are trying to start a business near a secondary school, you have to go for things that are educational, like books, like textbooks, like notebooks, like stationaries and the rest of them. So the thing is that you have to target your audience, you have to target your customers before you try to start a business. Another thing is that if you don't start a business if you don't have stamina. You have to have enough stamina, you have to have strength, not as in power, but you have to have shock absorber when you are starting a business, because a lot of distractions, a lot of hindrances, a lot of problem will come along the way. So you have to have absorber that will make you absorb any kind of problem that might confront you while you are doing the business. Many a times you see a lot of things happening around you immediately you start the business. Like I told you sometimes ago, I was actually having a shop where I was selling. I told you earlier that for good 6 months we were not making sales. I was paying the salesperson with my salary every month. But at the end of like 6 months, the business actually peaked and we started having customers. Customers started coming and we're making sales that there's no weekend that I don't go to Lagos to stock the shop. But before you know it, a competitor came just because they saw us making a lot of sales. And just beside me, just the next shop beside me, somebody that was not even selling the same item as I was selling closed down her business and took over that kind of business that I was doing. This is the kind of distraction that may come your way. So you have to have stamina that will help you stand the storm that will come across you in the course of the business. You have to have stamina, you have to have strength, you have to have that encouragement that no matter comes your way. That is why if you have passion for that you are doing, no matter what comes your way, that passion will help you to sustain, to weather the storm. Pending the time, everything will be leveled and the business will continue. So that is another thing. Another thing is that you don't start a business just to have more time to yourself. At times you see a lot of people that are working, they will save a lot of money, and once they have money they want to leave their jobs just to start business. They will tell you that the business is their jobs are more consuming, as in it's consuming their time. It does not allow them to have time for their children, for their husband, for their family and the rest of things like that. It does not even have time, it does not help them to have time for social things. So they want to go into business so that they will have enough time. The thing is that if you are starting a business, you don't start because you want to have time, because you will not have that time. When it comes to your business, you will not have that time, because your own personal business needs a lot of your time. Like people that are working, they go to work Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are at home resting, relaxing, and doing home stuff like that. But when it comes to your business, you go Monday to Saturday, at times even on Sunday. At times, customer might even call you at odd hour that they need this particular thing. You don't have any other option, because you always want to retain your customers. You don't have any option that to attend to your customer at any period of time, at any time like that. You just have to attend to your customer. So you don't say because you want to have time, that's why you want to go into business. You will not have that time. You go to work in the morning, you resume work like say 8 o'clock or thereabout, or 9, and you close by 5. When it comes to your business, you cannot close down your business by 5 o'clock. You cannot close your business but you close late in the night, say 8 o'clock, say 9 o'clock, or even more. That is when it comes to your own personal business. So it's not even give you time. You are working, you are having time for maybe leave, you go on leave, you take time like that and things like. When it comes to your business, there's nothing like leave. You are in there day in and day out, year in and year out. You are always in your business. So don't say it's because of time that you want to start business. No, erase that. There will not be that time. There will not be that time at all. And another thing is that you have to know how to close. When it comes to your business, you know how to close. You should be able to close with your customers. You close with your staff. You close the gap. You have to know more about your customers, a lot about them. You have to be closer to them. Apart from the business, you ask about their own personal life. You ask about their health. Once in a while, you call them to find out what is going on. It's been long we saw you here. What is really going on? I hope you are okay. And when you are doing your business, you should know how to close the gap with your customers, with your vendors, people that are supplying goods, and people that are in any way related to that business. You have to know how to close the gap with them. So there are a lot of things that you have to put into consideration when you are starting your business. Business is not a small child's play. If you really want to stay in that business, to make money, to make profit, and stay in the business for a very long period of time, let me stop today. It is some other time when we'll be talking more about the business, because today I discovered that a lot of women actually want to start business, but the fear of unknown, the fear of the business not crumbling is more of things that is discouraging them from starting the business. So these days I think we'll be talking more of business, so that many women will have that courage. They will be enlightened on how to go into different kind of business. Let's talk today till some other time when we'll be having some other things to talk about. Thank you and God bless you. Thanks for watching and bye for now.